Hello, welcome back to Chill Maths, a show on Twitch where we talk about maths. Or at least that's the plan. How's everyone doing? Hello, Toast Potatoes and Urban, Larude and Mountain Ash. Oh, it's nice to have people here. Morning. You've got 30-second ads, right? Okay, I've got a plan about this. Twitch told me at one point that I can make those go away if I schedule ad breaks. So if I do my own ad breaks, then something like some complicated reward pay cost benefit thing, like you do adverts every so often. Hello Snowworm, first time in chat, and Neutrino as well's here. Hi, oh this is lovely. Good, okay. OBS says that I have 0 viewers and I'm offline, so cool, nice. You can decide for yourself whether you are 0 viewers and I'm offline. Thanks OBS. Can I get this on a different... Can I get that on a different thing? Let's have a look over here. Can I go to my own Twitch page? Oh, this might be a little bit recursive. Let's find out. When if I pause it immediately, there we go. Okay. Dashboard. Yeah, fairly sure we're here in real. I think I'm in real as well. Yeah, that's better. Twitch is telling me that stuff is happening. Okay, cool. Standard disclaimers at the top. If you have come to talk about the maths admissions test, then I'm afraid the best thing to do is to email us on that email address that's on the screen, mat-info. Oh, it's irritating the way it's done the line break there. It looks like a continuation of an mat-info. I'm trying not to talk about the mat on my weekend, although if you've got an email from me today about the mat, then that's because I am doing mat stuff today. Good, cool. My plan was today, just use maths instead. I thought we could maybe have another look at perfect numbers. That we looked at them a couple of weeks ago, and we said some things, we got some results. Since then I've had a quick look at the internet for what's out there on the internet. Ah! Robbie says I have to drink water. Thanks Robbie, remember to stay hydrated everyone. Yes. The email inbox is managed these days by 2 people. Dyral, who replies really quickly, and me, I reply to anything mid-level tricky. If your email is very tricky, then it gets escalated, but anything mid-level tricky gets a reply from me. This is the first time we've had 2 people on the email address. Anyway, sorry, enough of work. Plan either perfect numbers. I had a look at the internet and I found out some more stuff about perfect numbers, but only a tiny bit. Don't worry. So it's not really a teaching experience so much as exploring stuff. Or some Vicky Neal problems. Vicky Neal was a mathematician at the University of Oxford that I worked with her quite a lot. Yesterday there was a kind of celebration of Vicky Neal's life and mathematics, and some people used that to just talk about problems that Vicky had set them, or problems that Vicky told them about, and then they went and worked on. So I've got a kind of hodgepodge of those that I've been thinking about since yesterday from this event, which we can maybe look at. Maybe we'll do a bit of both. Bit of both. I'm starting to wonder if I've set the hydration barrier threshold too low. Appropriately, I have. There's based on something called channel points. I'm just worried that if I set it too low, then I will drown. Yeah, some sort of poll. Should we do something? Oh, Twitch. Does anybody know about Twitch? Does Twitch do this? Do I need to set up a straw poll me? Straw poll? I've never done a straw poll me, but we'll have a look. Straw poll at me? Yeah. Okay, we're doing a straw poll. It's happening. Type your question here. Chill maths, not really a question. Put some question marks on it. Multiple choice. Perfect numbers. Twitch polls are a thing. Well, who knows how that works. Or some Vicky Neal problems. You can't select multiple options. You don't have to put names in. Create poll. Okay. Your admin rights are only temporary. Please, right, look, I'm putting a link in stream chat. I think I've done it right. And then I can go show results like this. Okay. And somebody's already logged in and voted. I don't know if you can also see the results. Okay, I've got a straw poll going. Straw poll! Ooh, did that just lag and appear really slowly on the screen? Never mind. Right, people are voting on what sort of maths. Perfect numbers. As a reminder from last time, we had a look at numbers where the sum of the factors, including yourself, so sum of 6 is 1 plus sigma of 6 is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6, which is 12. Sigma of 10 is 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10, which is 18. We looked at numbers where sigma of n over n might be equal to 2. That's a perfect number, like 6. But we also found an example with sigma of n over n being 3. That's called a multi-perfect number. Looking at the name for what these things are called was half the work. Well, half the work I've done. Hi, Next Nacer, Zoe. Going okay. I have sent an extraordinary number of emails this morning, which is the little thing that I'm proud of. I've just mentioned perfect numbers again, based on last time. I had a little bit of look. We keep exploring, keep playing around with perfect numbers. People seem to be enjoying it before. Maybe the Next Nacer in particular. Ongoing thing, which I will ask your opinion on. Is it weird that I remembered the name that you used in chat last time? You said you were Zoe. Is that weird? Would you like me to forget in between live streams? Or is that just like wholesome and nice that I've remembered people's names? I can't tell how we do this here. Different websites are very different about usernames. Facebook makes you use your name. Reddit, nobody uses their name. Yeah, it's totally fine. Okay. I will say I've realised this is a very good venue, I think, if you want to try out a new name, anybody. If you've always wondered what it would be like to be referred to as Jim, but you're not brave enough to try it with your friends and you're worried it might stick, then try that here if you like. So Vicky Neal Problems are currently winning the poll, and it's not close. It's not close at all. I'll also say some stairs problem. Stairs problem, which I have 2 solutions for, which I want to show you both if we talk about this stuff, and some sort of bracket quadratic stuff. Okay, gonna give the poll a second in case 7 or 8 people turn up and all vote for the opposite of everything stuff people have voted for so far. No, we're nowhere near. Oh, I suppose we've got 12 viewers and 6 votes. Possibly the silent majority. Silent majority is not winning. What else did I learn yesterday? There's the t-shirt problem, which is less. No, we'll do the double number thing. Do the double number circle thing. I think I did that on the stream. I think I've done that on the stream recently. Never mind. Are you researching perfect numbers, Zoe? Yeah. It's weird what we don't know. What we do know. And when you look at the multi-perfect numbers, these things like the examples that we found last time, yeah, this is not upsetting. There's still something to salvage from this. So that happened to me when I was in sixth form, and I was trying to think of something fun to put in my personal statement, and I had a look around and thought I'd found something, and then it turned out to be someone else's maths. And that also happened to me in my research, that I had a really good idea, very proud of it, told some people about it, and then eventually found that it had been done in a paper in the 80s. So, you've got to do your research and learning stuff. Been there, done there. Okay, we're not doing tyranny of the minority. And you'll be pleased to know that the poll has concluded that we would like these Vicky Neal problems. So let's try and do those. And at some point I should learn to do Twitch polls. Cool, right, okay. I also have no idea how to stop the thing. We're doing Vicky. There we go. Okay, good. We're doing Vicky problems from yesterday. That's the topic. Good. Discovering later that they're almost trivial. I have mixed feelings about this, because I set really hard questions for my students sometimes, and because they're really hard questions, they often write loads of stuff and they do things the long way, and they do massive calculations. But usually the reason that I've set them is that there's a nice way of doing it, or there's something good that you get out of doing it. So I have mixed feelings because I set a lot of problems like this where someone has to do a lot of work and then they realise that it's like almost trivial when I tell them the other way. But I think that helps you appreciate it. A lot of the stuff we did on Perfect Numbers before, right, that Zoe's talking about, where we explored with Perfect Numbers a couple of weeks ago, and some of the stuff we found already known about. People, turns out, already knew about the number 120 being kind of nice. But I think the research aspect of just trying to explore things that are new to you, there's still some merit in that. Yeah, so some maths also the other way around. Right, good. Okay, let's do stairs problem. Okay, here's the stairs problem. You are climbing some stairs. So it's you. 1, 2, 3, 4, ... There are 13 steps. And being, let's draw you a larger, give you more of a chance. So you need longer legs as well. What do people look like? No, that's 2. Why can't I draw stick figures today? I think because I only have one scale I can draw stick figures on. There we go. Good. Okay, you're going to go up the stairs. There are 13 steps, and you can either go up 1 step or 2 steps at a go. How many ways are there? It's a nice simple problem that Vicky set as a problem of the week or problem of the day or something for non-mathematicians in college. The story that someone told at the Vicky Neal event yesterday was that they had struggled with the problem, and then much later, after Vicky had left that college, somebody else came in as the new kind of replacement for Vicky, and their method was even worse. But there is a Vicky Neal way to do this question. So maybe this is linked up to what we've been talking about doing something the hard way and then seeing an easier way of doing it as well. So I don't know if I want to do some examples, but like with each step you take, I need another word for steps. Can I have another word for steps? Quite a lot of steps. Is there an elevator instead? Mountain Ash has seen this before. And Glayton Nova. Sorry, I missed you first time in chat there. Nth derivative of the Lambert W function, and then you found it in a book. I mean, okay. I still think that's impressive. Dedication to doing things, doing the work. I kind of want a different word for steps because I sort of want to say you got 1. Can I call them stairs? Is that what a flight of stairs really is? 13 stairs? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they could either 1 stair or 13 steps. I like. Go up either 1 step or 2 steps with each step you take. Foot. Maybe I'm adding too many words. Levels, yeah. But levels also in a building. So you do these sort of 1 step, and then you feel a bit energetic, and you do some large strides. That wears you out, so now you do a small step, and then you remember that you are in a hurry, and you do some large steps again, and then a small step to finish. And if I hit exactly 13, you don't want to do that thing where you step and there isn't a step there, and you feel, you do one massive step and collapse. Yeah, so Zoe suspects, 39 steps is, Zoe suspects that we might get Fibonacci, might be thinking a bit wrong, and it has a recursion strategy. So my plan for this was to show you 2 ways to do the question. I kind of want to let chat find at least 2. I suspect that there are many ways to do this question. I'm not sure we show you 2 solutions to a problem enough. I'm just going to talk vaguely for a bit while chat goes through. Often you look at the back of the book and there's like a number, or you look at the back of the book and there's an explanation or a sentence for why something is true. And at university, if they prove something in lectures, they often just state a theorem and then prove it. It might be more honest to show you multiple ways to do things, or multiple proofs of the same fact. I don't know, it takes too long, doesn't it? Condition that these numbers add up to 13. Yes, they have to add up to, yeah. So we're looking for sort of partitions of the number 13 into a sum of 1s and 2s where we'd consider permutations of these so that in a different order to be different. So addition kind of allows those to be kind of the same sum, but I mean they're all 13, but I count this as different. Even though it's got the same numbers in it. And of course there are also extreme things like the extremely sired person will have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's also nice because this person was talking about Vicky setting this as a problem of the day, but earlier Vicky's dad talked about how Vicky is a very small child, would count the stairs every time she went upstairs at home. 1, 2, 3 on the way up. It's sort of early start of counting every time might have been helpful, which was lovely. That's all links together in a way. Okay. So people in chat are actually converging on what I think is the best method for doing this question. So that's nice. Putting together things in the chat, people are saying that you either start by taking a step of size 1 or a step of size 2. That's good. And then after that, you've got either 12 steps or 11 steps to do. Hi Mumu, 3141. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a steps problem. You've got 13 steps to climb up, and you can choose on the way up whether you take 1 step or 2 steps along the way. So you might be in a hurry and go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1 at the end, or you might take that 1 step somewhere in the middle. But people in chat have realised that maybe if we call this like so if we call this in general n steps and call it f of n. It's quite hard talking and writing at the same time for the number of ways. Then f of n is equal to either you took 1 step at the start or you took a big step at the start and you have 11 steps to go, so n minus 2 steps to go, sorry. And then either way, it's up to you how you continue with the remaining steps, and these will be different sequences because they start with a different number. But that gives you a recurrence relation to say, to find f of 13, I just need to know f of 12 and f of 11, and so on backwards. And in fact, if you know the Fibonacci numbers, then you'll realise that these are Fibonacci numbers like this. F of 1 is 1, f of 2 is 2, because you can go 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, welcome to chill maths, or you can do a large 2-step, and then so on, Fibonacci style. I love it when you 1, 2 step, 1, 2 step, all the way up. 13 is a Fibonacci number, but yeah, I can't. We keep going. I'm not going to commit. Isn't that it's supposed to be the 12th Fibonacci number or something? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Count my fingers. 13. 21, 34, 55, 89, 144. So that's nice. Is that what everybody wanted to do? Or combinations? So I wanted to show you my other method as well, which is possibly the bad method that somebody tried after Vicky had left the college, possibly. And then I'm going to try and sell it as like a kind of interesting kind of thing. Possibly this is just me being stupid. We'll find out. Maybe this is a theme of the Vicky Neal sets question. James Monroe attempts it. Maybe I'm just stupid. Right, let's see. So my plan is to make 13, you could have all ones. Thanks for the follow, Galactic Nova. All ones, and there's one way to do that. You could have 1, 2, and 11 ones. So these are kind of ways to make 13. I'm working systematically by how many large steps you take. How energetic are you today? Enthusiastic about climbing these stairs quickly. So my next case is 2 2s and 9 1s, and then 3 2s, and so on. Up to, I suppose I need to get all the way up to 6 2s and 1 1. Good, okay. Now there are lots of ways to do this if you're planning to do 1 large step and 11 small steps, because that's 12 things total. 12 things total, of which one of them is the large step. And it could be anywhere. It could be at the start, it could be in the middle, it could be at the end. So I think this is 12 choose 1 for how many ways there are to do 12 steps. Yeah, Neutrino, maybe I shouldn't have said worse. You didn't put it in chat, so I thought I was taking the hit of it being a worse method. It's the first thing I thought of. Down here, we've got 2 2s and 9 1s. I really feel like I'm doing this wrong. No, I'm still good. So 11 choose 2. And then, yeah, no, this doesn't feel right. 2 seconds. Something doesn't feel right. There's on a scrap of paper at the back of the lecture room, and I've now left it at work, so we're going to have to keep going, and people in chat will tell me if this is nonsense. And down here, if you're using 6 2s and only one of them, and only 1 1, you'll see something like that. 7. Let's put 7 choose 6. Does that work? 9 8 4 5. Yeah, 4 5 9 8. Yeah, okay. And if I write that one as 13 choose 13, or 13 choose 0, for choosing where the 2's going. Oh look, other people were going to do it as well. Other people in chat are coming out of the woodwork. This is great. There's also this tendency for chat to converge on one solution, because some people in chat start talking about one solution, and then everybody else wants to help them out with that solution and not change the topic. I see, yeah, like Herb says, they're just, oh, that looks better, I'll just let them do that. I quite like this. I think it works. Let's have a go at making it work. So what would this be? This would be 1 plus 12 plus, you've got to do some maths. It's not amazing. 11 times 10 over 2, and then over here we've got to do 10 times 9 times 8 over 6, which is more work than I like to do in a chill math stream, you know, but we'll do it. 5 times 3 times 8, 40, 120. This is way too many. This is way too many. Help me out, chat, what am I doing? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. It's too ugly to be the cool solution. Oh yeah, because I told you in advance that there was a cool solution. I told you the story first. So I've done something wrong because I've got way more than 144 with my second method. Just being really silly. I think I'm doing something silly. The problem is it kind of allows overlapping 2s. So in here I'm trying to imagine 11 1s. You are encouraging me to be literal, which is good. Just 1 large step. And 11 small steps. Definitely 11. And then you get to choose which thing is the 2-step. So it looks like it should all be different. Nine ones? And these will be different, right? Because they have different numbers of 2s in. Yeah. Yeah, but this should line up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144. I've got so many 2s and so many ways. I don't want that very many 1s here, do I? Because I want... Yeah, I want way fewer 2's. Is 11 choose 2 actually small? What am I doing wrong? Yeah. Oh no. Do you ever go on a live stream and think you've got some cool maths to show people and then realise during the live stream you've got no idea what's going on? Brilliant. Hi chat, if you've just joined, I'm demonstrating 2 methods to do the same problem and they're giving me different answers, which is very, very bad. Shall I try this out with smaller numbers? Would that be helpful? Would that be helpful? Sure, maybe start explaining something to someone else not on Twitch. Is F13 actually huge? Oh. Oh. My first number was wrong. Oh. How has that happened? Hi, for the perfect. Thanks for the follow. You probably just had a thoughtful moment. Taste Potatoes agrees that the first one is the wrong one. If it goes wrong, it should go wrong here, right? Well, that's still good. Oh yeah, I've got loads in here. Why have I got so many in here? I've got loads for F4. Yeah, oh. Now I think I'm just getting the wrong Fibonacci numbers. Wait, people are telling me that the... I can't count. Oh, this is the horrible realisation. Recorded forever on Twitch. Every time I've been counting on my fingers, I've been stopping at 11. One, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144. Keep going, James. 233, 377. That's the problem. That's the problem. I can't count to 13 on my fingers. Not enough fingers. And I lose count when I go past 10. Hi chat. If you've ever made a stupid mistake and what I want to do is make really relatable content, right? That really speaks to people, so that yeah, I think it is hydration time. Oh, yeah, I've heard you can use binary to do some like binary counting on your fingers. My little brother can do it really fast. Remember, the hydration redemption goes for everyone. It's a reminder to drink water, remain human. Remember, we are humans. Yes. I've got concerns that my number for this is F4, not F5. Maybe I should just stop interacting with small numbers, right? Small numbers seem to be a bit of a weak point for me. I'm getting happier though over time. There we go, 2 big steps. F of 4. Good stuff. No fingers is 0. Oh, you can get to 10, 23, right? Okay, yeah. That's the thing my little brother can do. Like 1, 2, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My little brother can do it really fast. I'm not sure it's good. Binary hand counting. Yes, galactic nova, that is the thing I wanted to say. We have discovered an incredible fact about the relationship between binomial coefficients and Fibonacci numbers. Let's try and write it out. So we think that F14 is 377 and it's equal to 13 choose 0 plus 12 choose 1 plus 11 choose 2. And I do think these are equal if I go and calculate them all. I'm too scared to work out 9 choose 4, 8 choose 3. I'm too scared to write down what these are. 9 choose 4, 8 choose 5, and 7 choose 6. Oh, I can do 7 choose 6. What's 7? I'm gonna do 8 choose 3 just to prove that I can do something correctly. Oh my goodness, what on earth have I written? 8 choose 3. It's 56. Dang. 9 choose 4. I really don't think I should be doing this one on a live stream, but you know. There's some sort of tricks that I used to be better at, I think, that let you simplify these things so that you don't end up having to do 9 times 14. If you've just joined us, you're watching a sort of mental breakdown, I think, in slow motion. I'm going to add all these things together. I assert that these things add up to give 377. What are the rules on using a calculator on a live stream? This is a calculator test. The thing Galactic Novus pointed out is more interesting to me, of course, that this might be in some sense true in general. That you could add together these Fibonacci numbers in some way to get up to some relationship between binomial coefficients and Fibonacci numbers. When I see this, it reminds me of sort of diagonal lines in Pascal's triangle, which says to me that maybe the place we should look is Pascal's triangle and draw in some diagonals. So as you go all the way up and across a diagonal line. Yeah. Ah, you saw this coming. Did you see Pascal's triangle coming? I think someone told me when I was young that Fibonacci numbers are hiding inside Pascal's triangle, and I'm sure I've seen it before, but I never quite remember where to find them. So I think we're going to find them now. So Pascal's triangle works like this. If you're meeting this for the first time, it's 2 rows of diagonal lines of 1s, and then the rule for everything else is you add up the 2 numbers above. If you prefer, there's like an imaginary 1 here, a real 1 here, and a whole bunch of zeros, and then the rule is you add together the things above with overlapping things. That's if you like some sort of total rule. Okay, so this relationship says something like maybe we have to start an odd choose 0, and then we should be able to go diagonally upwards. That's the claim anyway. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. So I think it would be like this. So this would be like 5 choose 0, and then it says I should go down to 4 choose 1. I'm imagining this is 5 and 4 now to sort of follow the pattern. 4 choose 1, 3 choose 2, and stop when you get down to 3 choose 2. And that makes 8, which gives me hope that we're onto something. Diagonal line, look. We're diagonal in Pascal's triangle. And that makes 8. And I'm going to be brave enough to go for this one as well. That's 21. Those are not consecutive Fibonacci numbers, are they? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. There's a 13 in between. Can I see a 13? Yes. And now I think this is nice. 11, 12, 13. Okay. Seeing the pattern explains the pattern. Not really. Not sure how I'm going to find this again, but 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 is 1. Math is math. 1561. Yes! Oh, people in the chat playing along as well. Multiples of 10 of 1089. First 10 multiples of 1089. 1089 comes up in a fair few places. What's the thing? It's like you write a 3-digit number, Right, backwards, you do some subtraction. Okay, we'll do 1089 in a second. I think this is a general fact that you can prove by thinking about the stairs problem, that the sum of these binomial coefficients like this, where maybe it's not obvious at the moment where we stop, but some of these binomial coefficients gives you the Fibonacci numbers. I can also, sort of see why the kind of overlapping lines mean that to get to the next Fibonacci number, the next diagonal, it's adding together the previous two. The previous two Fibonacci numbers split up into 1, 4, 3 and 1, 5, 6, 1. They get added together, right? So the 4 and the 6 get added, the 3 and the 1 get added, the 1 and the 5 get added, and then this one down here is ready to get, added on to the next one. No, it's down. The 1 moves down here. So that 1 moves down here, and then these ones get added to add together the previous two diagonals, where by diagonal I mean this kind of shallow diagonal. The previous two shallow diagonals that get added together, which is very a very nice way of using the mechanics of Pascal's triangle to add them together. Hello, first time in chat. I'm going to pass your username here. Amantir. Extension problem, which I think is just I like setting an extension, especially if it feels like chat understood something really well. What if, very energetically, steps of 1, 2, or 3 at a time are allowed? And the questions are kind of like, how many ways, which you might have already 2 ideas about how to approach, and then maybe like, what's that sequence? And then maybe, is this sequence hiding in Pascal's triangle? So questions in increasing order of weirdness, right? Normal question to be asked, how many? Count them, please. Slightly odd question, do you know the sequence? Do you recognise it? Can you look it up in the online encyclopedia of integer sequences or something, which is a website full of sequences? And then hard research style question, has this got anything to do with Pascal's triangle, adapting this kind of discovery method that we had? Yeah, so 1 + 1 equals 2. There's a proof that's really long. The only insight I want to give you is that how do you know that 1 + 1 isn't 0? You've got, by that stage, you've got 0 and you've got 1. How do you know that 1 + 1 is something new? It sort of really depends on what you mean by 1. You mean by adding. Yeah, Zoe, I think adapting this. All sequences are hiding in Pascal's triangle, but there is the fact that all numbers are in Pascal's triangle, so it is kind of true that every sequence on the integers is a subset of the things in Pascal's triangle because it's all there. But in some sense we got other things. 1 + 1 = 0 would also have been consistent, I think, and is, for example, how Z2 works. Did somebody already say Z2 in chat? Good. Right, hang on. I need to do a very quick task. So what I'm going to do is leave you to think about these things for a second. I'm going to run an ad break. I've never done this before. Remember, this channel supports charity. If you see an advert, you are supporting charity, which is pretty cool. I'm also, because of the hydration alerts, I'm going to go refill a water bottle. Okay, so people have got a thing to do, right? People have got a thing to do, which is to think about steps 3 at a time. So 1, 2, or 3 at a time. Think about the relationship of sequences, and then think, I'm going to go and fill up a water bottle. Right, cool. I am going to work out how to activate an ad break. It's this, I think. Right. Back in a second. Oh, I can also switch to this. Was that a 2? That was a double, wasn't it? Okay, Robbie's got us with the double. Back in a second. The third. Oh, Cookie Monster's jumping on. I didn't set a timer, and Twitch doesn't tell me how long has passed. Let us ask chat. Did it work? Did you get ads? Are we back? Okay. We might be back. Oh, some people got no ads because they used that Jeff Bezos' money on Amazon Prime, in which case you got to look at a back soon screen for a minute and a half. Good job, Cookie Monster, who is on without audio. So, you know. Cool, okay. This is one of my favourite sequences. The sequence that you get by jumping 1, 2, or 3 at a time. It's like the Fibonacci numbers, but the three Fibonacci numbers. They're not called that. Only I call them that. This is not the correct answer to this question somehow. But there's a relationship between. Yeah, don't. Fibonacci would be quite nice. Does anyone say that? That sounds quite nice. So there's a nice relationship between the Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio. There's a nice relationship between the 3 Fibonacci numbers versus this number 1.8. In general, I'm quite interested in these sequences where you add together the previous k. There's this relationship, which I think I've probably mentioned on the live stream before, with some starting numbers, like an appropriate number of starting numbers. I guess k, with k, giving k starting numbers, almost always grows exponentially, like a k to the power of n for the nth term, where ak is a number between phi and 2. This is quite a nice fact, I think. It's called Fibonacci, and it is sequence number 73, pretty early on. Okay, cool, right. I think 3 Fibonacci would have been funnier because of the Fibonacci. Fibonacci, Tribonacci. No, I accept it. I'll take it. Fibonacci. And I've got too many N's and the right number of C's. Good. Okay. Thank you, Mouse Nash. Oh yeah. We did this. We did this like 3 weeks ago. Thanks, gang. Did I tell you the fact that it's always between 5 and 2? Well, never mind. Okay, we've diverged from Vicky Neal maths, which is the point of this. For a bit. Quick check on Twitch. How are we doing on Twitch? Oh my goodness, so many things have lit up. We don't get any pre-rollouts. If anybody new joins for the next 26 minutes,